This is the head, and there's a groove on this part here, and then you just tighten down and make sure this is tightened. And I checked the chain before it's tight enough. Try to cut a shorter piece of this. Here it goes. I should notch it a little bit at the bottom there. I can see the bar moving sideways a little bit, so don't force it too much. Yeah, I didn't want to cut it all the way through and then have the chain hit the concrete there. That would certainly ruin it. After cutting a whole bunch of branches from the tree, the chain came loose and has to be readjusted. So this is where you adjust it. You have a screw here. Just turn it in and adjust it so when you pull on it, it wouldn't pull away from the bar for more than 1/8 of an inch. So I'm gonna detach the battery before I make the adjustment. I don't want any accidents. Right, so now it's pulling away a little too much. It came pre-adjusted. The chain was installed on the trimmer or the pruner, so I didn't have to do anything. But now, after cutting a bunch of limbs, you have to readjust it. And of course you have to lubricate it also with 30 weight oil. They don't recommend synthetic oil because it harms the tree. I think now it's just about right. I just tighten it a wee bit more. I think this is the way when it came, it was like this. So I'm going to reattach the battery, put a little oil on it, and see if it runs smoothly. You can see I cut a whole bunch of branches off. That one there is about 2.5 inches in diameter. It can cut up to 6 inches. Comes with 1.5 amp hour battery. If you're 5'11", with all the extension, you can extend it to 14 feet. So when I did my first cut, I didn't use the extra extension because I think it would probably flex a little too much. Plus, even though it's only 6.6 pounds at the tip there, at the front end, it's still pretty heavy. If you are not very strong, and I certainly am not, then you would do better to use a ladder and just use one extension, and that would work better. Because this is not a gas power unit, it doesn't, the balance is not that good. It's sort of light at the back there where the battery is, and kind of heavy at the front end, like a top heavy. So you would have to hold it pretty you need to have a good grip with your left hand. And if you find you're not that comfortable holding it with your left hand, then hold it with your right hand and then squeeze the trigger with your left hand. It has an interlocking trigger control, so you don't accidentally pull on it. So the battery I'm using is 2 amp hour instead of the 1.5. Comes with a 1.5. I was hoping it would come with a 2 amp hour battery, but it doesn't. And I have a couple of extra 20 volt battery from my other Black and Decker tool. This is like a cordless trimmer, and I'm pretty happy with this. I don't use my gas trimmer anymore. So yeah. Okay, the battery life. So I cut all this stuff, and with the old battery, this is a 20 volt that I've been using with my trimmer. I have 18.6 volt, so you have about 3.7 volt. That means I would have to recharge it right about now.